Hi there, beautiful people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. We'll be doing the last of the line today. It's called Lattafa Rave now, Rouge. Okay. Think yesterday or day before I did the intense version. Previously, you guys know. If you haven't seen already, Lattafa has this beautiful line. It started with Lattafa's Rave now. Beautiful looking bottle, and this is a pineapple based fragrance. Very fruity, very fresh, very loud, sort of one of the Lattafa's best top sellers right now. And then followed that, they did a white or, like you can say, blanche version. It's called white, basically. Lattafa's now Rave now white. I reviewed that. Third one was intense, which was similar to many blue fragrances nowadays, but I think I know exactly what it smells like. Like most closest is this on this one is, I think, Lanui de L'Homme by YSL's All Electric, that is discontinued. If you like that one, you can try this. Okay, so let's talk about the Rouge one today. And I've been testing it, as I told you in my previous video. If you haven't seen, this is the most interesting to me in the whole lineup in terms of smell and uniqueness. So I will be giving you my thoughts, longevity and projection, who is it for, seasons and stuff like that. And as you guys know, Lattafa is not a house that's offering fragrances only for like top level expensive pricing. There are many of the fragrances like this lines, they're very affordable. Okay, and I think Lattafa is doing really great because of the price point, presentation, and their juice quality. They are very, very good. So I will be doing perhaps another video today talking about clones and why Middle Eastern fragrances or clones are ruling or sort of dominating in world market for perfumes. I'll give you my insights and my observation and what I heard from other sellers and all. So that will be second episode. Let's focus on this one. So this is standard 100 ml EDP size. I don't know if they offer any other size. If there are, I haven't seen. So there are only handful of reviews. Okay, only a few reviewers talk about the whole line, especially the new two. So I decided to buy them and review because I believe people need to know about this line. Beautiful packaging, just like the rest of them. They all have the same box and bottle, just the colorations are different. This one is blue, this one is black, this is white. Okay, and the box looks quite nice, to be honest. I have no issue with the box, really nice. This has some texture at the back. It will have a holographic sticker for quality assurance, and it's made in UAE, I think. And that's about it. It says Rave up there, and bottom you find batch code and all that. So they say this was a release of 2022. I don't know if it's 2022 or 2023. My batch, I think, reads 2023. Oh, sorry, 2022. Okay, so yeah, usually Middle Eastern fragrances, they have 5 years of life shelf of perfumes, but if you preserve them well, any fragrance can last much longer. Okay, so don't worry about the age. So here's the bottle. I think this red bottle looks really stunning. I mean, all the bottles look really lovely. I mean, the original ones, but due to the coloration of the red, it looks very eye-catching. It's very, very bright red, and it's plastic casing outer layer or outer skin. Says the name now Rouge and Rave here. It will say Rave. Inside is glass bottle. You can see through this part. You can see how much juice you remain with, and then here's the sticker. Atomizer works. Okay. Oh, the cap. The cap. It's snug fit. Got some weight to it. It's plastic, I think, but it has good weight to it. Not very super heavy bottles, but they're nice. Atomizer. About this much. The area covers. You have to spray from close and clicks onto place. So I would like to spray once more. I am wearing this fragrance on my skin for some time. Sorry, time is around 3 a.m. almost. Very peaceful and quiet. The atomizer, it's all of the atomizers. You'll find a little bit of gap between the neck and the atomizer, which is okay. It could have been better. Just one more spray. Okay, and these bottles I told you before, these are inspired by, I think, Dolce & Gabbana, the one line. Okay, but to each his own. So the prices on these, I think, $22 to $25 tops, and it's subpar with the previous ones. Okay, so it's not a very expensive perfume, but I did see in Europe and USA the fragrances can go up to $45 $65. That is very, very expensive. We get about 25 bucks, let's say, maximum. Okay, you can also get it for 22 depending on the shop who's selling it. So 100 ml EDP, that's the price tag. Okay, the seasons for this fragrance. Okay, so personally I feel this fragrance will be really beautiful. I think honestly speaking, it reminds me of autumn like spring, autumn, not very hot weather, humid weather, not very cold weather, somewhere in between the transition period. This is going to be beautiful when it's starting to cool down a little bit, or it's raining a lot, cooling down the nature. So I'm saying basically it's not very cold weather perfume, but it's somewhere transition period. Okay, so when it's a little bit breezy, a little bit mild, you can sniff the winter is in the air, it's coming. And that kind of weather, it will be very lovely. I think it's a unisex fragrance, like both genders can wear it. So lucky enough for us, Fragrantica has this listed, and they have herbal notes or herbal notes, balsamic notes, iris, raisins, woody notes, and sandalwood. Okay, so that basically doesn't tell you that much. And even in Fragrantica, I don't think it got compared to many fragrances. Like, to be honest, I haven't seen that much comparison. People say it remind me of Encre Noir, Terre d'Hermes, or Terre d'Hermes Perfume, like Lalique, some of the fragrances, Versace Man, but nothing got really compared to it. I'm guessing not many people got to try it, and I'll let you know my thoughts. So there are a couple of videos, as I told you. They did quite good review on this, good take. So thanks to all the reviewers who did it. And I always salute people who are hardworking, like they took the initiative to talk about something that's brand new. Okay, you get immediate, just after release, you get like a beautiful review, and that helps a lot of people to know about a fragrance. So to know about a fragrance, a product, it's more important sometimes than buying an actual product, because you want to decide, you want to blind buy this, you want to buy it or try it, or you want to just get to know about it and just call it pass maybe. Okay, so when I told you the notes breakdown, I sprayed it first time and I smelled it. It did not remind me of any fragrance in particular. It has to be one of the more unknown DNA or something that I haven't smelled mainstream. Like, you see a red bottle, immediately you'll be thinking, like previously we thought about this Badi Alud, the Lattafa's Badi Alud Sublime. I thought this was gonna be like a maybe Baccarat Rouge clone, but it wasn't, right? It was a totally different fragrance, very beautiful perfume. But nowadays, the red trend, it's not like Eros Flame only or Baccarat Rouge. They can have their own thing. So I really like that about this, that this is not another, oh no, it's like Eros Flame or it's Baccarat Rouge. No, this is the most interesting from the whole line, okay? Because the first pineapple one, Rave Now, is very beautiful, very beast mode. Perhaps the longest lasting in the line. And this one, it's, you can say, same vibe as Pineapple Vintage Intense, or you can say some of the elements of Hachivat or Aventus, but not a clone, but it's familiar. This one was very nice. This, I love the citrusy, floral, very mild, long-lasting perfume. And the intense one was something similar to, as I told you, YSL Lanvin de L'Homme, or Electric, or Dylan Blue, somewhere in between. But this one, the middle, someone asked me a few days back, is this a blind buy worthy fragrance? Because they're waiting to buy this. So I said no. The reason why I said no, this DNA, it's different, okay? And when I was saying spring or autumn, like those times, I smell this kind of DNA everywhere. Like, people are wearing a little bit, not too heavy, but it feels like it has a kick, it almost has a bit spicy kick. It feels like saffron or something like, I don't know. I smelled this before. This kind of DNA, I just cannot remember exactly what note it was, but there's a fruity note that comes up somewhere, which is not mentioned in the nose breakdown. It just says herbal notes and balsamic notes. So I'm pretty sure there's just a lot more than that to this one. It is kind of designer like, it definitely feels like a designer like. If you think of its iris based perfume, no, it's not. It's not a Dior Homme, it's not a Valentino Uomo. But I'll tell you what, it reminds me of some fragrances which is like 2000s, like 2000 to 2010, this era designer fragrances. Perhaps the like of Versace, some of the Versace perfumes back in the days. It's sweet, it's mild spicy, kind of like a rhubarb sort of cake. If you know, yeah, I'm trying to think of rhubarb. If you know Lacoste L'Homme, it has that. CK All has it. So I'm thinking, because of the rhubarb and the rouge, maybe there's a rhubarb note. Perhaps it's just my imagination. But that is a very nice cake. It gives that sweetness to the fragrance, but that mild spices keep the fragrance interesting. I do not get much herbal note from this one. Perhaps only thing I could smell is clary sage, which I smelled in other fragrances. So iris and raisins, it's not super raisinous to my nose. It's not even that woody or sandalwood like, but you can tell it's a mild woody on the dry down. So starting with some rhubarb, some pimento, you can say mild spicy with that maybe a little bit of powdery iris, maybe, okay, but not a dominant player. And then I think it's a bit woody, and it's not Middle Eastern like oud or anything like it. It's not very loud, but longevity in this fragrance is very good. Okay, I'll tell you, after the original, I think this and this both, Intense and Rouge, are very long lasting. These are all long lasting, but this one projects. Okay, the white one was not very projecting but lasted long. This one lasted and projected. This also lasted and projects. So I think in terms of longevity and projection, maybe the original will win. But in terms of uniqueness, how different it is from other releases, or how non-boring this is, I think this is the one that you should look at. Okay, because you can sniff it if you have a shop around, then you can see if you like it or not. But I'm telling you, if you're looking for something different, this is like a change of pace or breath of fresh air. Okay, so I give uniqueness wise, this fragrance is like a 9 out of 10. Longevity is 8.5, both longevity and projection. It's solid. It's way better than many other fragrances. And occasions to wear this, I imagine, man, like, you know, the early days of winter, when you going out, like a mild jacket, not heavy jacket, not a leather jacket, you know, like those sports jacket that you wear, put some of it on, go out there. I think you'll have a great time. 6 to 7 hours, great longevity. In colder months it will perhaps push up to 8 hours. So great value. So price is very good. We'll talk about this when I do the next episode. I really like this fragrance. So in terms of the line, I think it's a fantastic line. Not phenomenal, but for this price range you can collect basically the whole line for a price of one designer, like a decent designer fragrance. You know, imagine like $20 each. Okay, $80. Okay, plus if you have some discounts and stuff, maybe 70, who knows. So $80 for four fragrances, you know, like that is a steal of a deal. You can get 400 mls of very nice, unique, like they are different from each other, right? So you have very nice bottles, you have very nice choices, as well as versatile, or, you know, mix, you can say. So overall, the Rouge, I think I'll give it like a 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, not 9 quite, because I cannot suggest this as a go and blind buy immediately. You have to research on this fragrance, do a little bit of testing, then you can see. But I think I like it a lot, but I think it's a little bit mature vibe about it. Maybe 30 plus men or women would be interested in this. Thank you so much for watching. And I think in Bangladesh, Fragrantica Bangladesh is selling this, and few other pages will bring it as well. So you can try, where whoever is offering the best price, buy from them. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. And I think I'll sign out. Take care.